Welcome back, folks. We have a close game here at the start of the second quarter of play. Let's look at the energy stats, how the hustle game has been going for the Pistons.
They've come out in attack mode on the defensive end. They've applied pressure and forcing turnovers.
The other thing that's helped them early tonight are the points they've been able to convert off turnovers.
The Pistons leading. Here are the 5 for Seattle to start the second quarter. We've got...
And guys, this game won't be close for long if they keep giving up dunks like that.
No, it won't, G.A. You're right. A glaring error defensively and letting him get all the way to the basket that time.
But it's only 2 points. I mean, it was flashy, no doubt, but still, it only counts for 2. 2 is all.
That was a nice replay brought to you by Kia. Just 5 on the clock. Smith the pass to Q. Yes, and it's Smith with the assist that time. And that's 12 points for Q.
Really just a tremendous day for him. And if you remember, he was just as good in their last game.
Jackson kicks to Harris. A three-pointer, no good. Seattle has gotten off 4 shots from three-point range tonight and buried every one of them. Bullock dishes to Jackson. Shots good by Baines. Baines has got his second bucket of the game to go.
I love how he used his height advantage on that shot.
And he had the nice soft touch with it too. Kevin, he's definitely making his presence felt here in the first half. He's been very effective so far.
Second quarter of action, about a minute and a half played. That's good. Caldwell Pope's got 4 points in the quarter.
Their prowess inside has been tremendous, guys. I mean, it's been no contest down on the low block.
And until the defense puts up a little more resistance, they ought to continue to pound them down low.
Jackson with it. Now Smith defending. Harris passes to Bullock. And Jones sends it back. And pushing it up, here's Seattle. That one's good, and the Piston lead is cut down to 1 on the bucket from Thompson.
That's a terrific sequence at both ends of the floor. They block the shot and recover it for the fast break finish.
And the Pistons decide to take their first timeout right here. This game against Seattle is the first time they've met this year.
Yeah, and they lost the season series to this squad last time around. Maybe a little extra motivation tonight to show they've improved.
Yeah, I couldn't agree with you more. 2 teams in the bottom half of the conference as far as respect goes. They're both scratching and clawing to try to get a little more of that respect.
Jody Meeks, he's checked in for Reggie Bullock. It's stolen by Jones, and it's Harris off the drive, and he gets it to go. Harris has got his 3rd basket of the night.
And that bucket adds to what has been a big difference in points in the paint between the 2 teams.
Yeah, it's really been quite a contrast. I like the way they're attacking the middle at their offensive end.
And it's Seattle with the rebound.
Oh, you've got to be able to deliver when you get a bunny like that. That's just too easy of a shot to miss.
And count it. 2 points with a chance for one more at the free throw line.
Here it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great position inside.
Yeah, just getting the ball into the post has to be option number 1 for them right now.
Terrific game for Q. He's got 17 points, and he's picked up 6 points from behind the arc.
I love the rhythm his outside stroke has produced today.
Jackson drives in. No good.
If they could end every possession with that shot, they'd be happy. 9 times out of 10, that's an easy layup for them.
Reggie Jackson had made some noise about wanting a big contract to be moved last year. Ultimately, he was traded to Detroit.
Yep, Kevin traded from the Thunder to the Pistons, and it actually happened on deadline day.
They set the pick. Terrific design on the pick play. He lays it in. Jackson's got 6.
Boy, that was a rugged screen set there, fellas, and the defense didn't even try to go through that one.
Stolen by Jackson. The 15-footer. Here's Baines, and he was fouled in the act of shooting. Chance here now for a 3-point play.
They're getting on a roll inside. Their last 3 field goals have come from inside the paint area.
There's got to be a wall of defense when it comes to attacking the paint. Plain and simple. And if you go back, remember Jackson struggled with the Pistons last year as well. So the team went on a losing streak as soon as he got there.
Good. Cannon's got it all tied up now for Seattle.
Nice touch there near the hoop.
The Pistons have gone 6 of 11 from the floor. Over 50% shooting here in the second quarter. And Baines kicks to Meeks. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist. Meeks got his first bucket in this one.
And Jackson will look for a fresh start this season. I mean, hard to play with all the drama and questions going in your head about pending free agency.
Seattle shooting their 4th and 5th attempts at the free throw line tonight.
And looking at last season's numbers, down below 70% as a team from the line.
And those aren't the kind of numbers they can afford to repeat throughout this season.
And he makes both free throws.
That's a great job getting to the line here. You know, he didn't have a single attempt in that first quarter because I thought he was tentative. Much more aggressive here in the second.
Dishes it to Harris. It's good, the assist this time from Jackson. Jackson's got his 4th assist in this one.
A lot of space right there to get that shot off.
Not a very good job of the defender getting over the top of that screen in that particular play.
Kicks it to Meeks. Right at the free throw line. That one's no good. That makes him 1 for 2.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
What a job he's doing here. I mean, his second quarter has been even better than his first, and that was pretty good.
Jackson dishes to Harris. Here's Caldwell Pope, and Jones sends it back.
And gotta like what they've been doing down low in the post.
I certainly do. You know, I like to see guys do their work inside. Their rebounding has been excellent, and that's always important in a close game.
And we'll get a look at how the hustle stat game has been going for Seattle.
Great hustle defensively through the first half, contesting everything and racking up the block shots.
You know, they've also shown some real tenacity here early on tonight. It's paid off with a lot of second chance points.
Morris is checked in for the Pistons. And Seattle also making a change. Sanders checked in for Hollis Thompson. They set the pick. Shot clock at 6. Meeks passes to Jackson. Seattle grabs the miss.
You could tell he assumed he'd be able to beat the defensive coverage even though it was all over.
Here's Q, and he takes that one up and powers it through.
Went for the two-hander on that slam. That's where the weight room comes into play, Kevin.
I think some urgency from him there.
I think he's sensing that this is a critical time in the game, fellas.
Jackson against Smith. Detroit, no good that time either.
And boy, has he been struggling big time here in the quarter.
Yeah, he's played tight. I mean, you can see it. No flow at all to his game right now.
And there's the defensive 3-second call.
And for Reggie Jackson, the league is going the right way in terms of his skill set. Everyone loves the guard who can shoot well enough to bust the zone as well as make plays for others and at the rim. And Jackson is that guy.
For the Pistons, Anthony Tolliver. He's checked in for Aaron Baines. Johnson comes in for Harris. And Spencer Dinwiddie subbed in for Reggie Jackson.
Tell you what, he can do a lot more damage to that rim than that when he wants to.
And you know, Clark, with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one.
Me too.
Well, I'll tell you what, I'm glad he didn't, because otherwise we'd probably have a 45-minute delay here if he shattered the backboard.
Out of bounds. Seattle will take possession. And back to Jackson. He really took on the playmaker role after being traded to the Pistons. As a Detroit player, he averaged over 9 assists a game, Clark, which would have put him 4th overall in the league had it been for a full campaign.
Loved his aggressiveness, which led to opportunities for his teammates, but it also led to turnovers. That part of his game, he's got to tighten up.
Pistons trail by 6. Johnson in the corner. Intercepted. And here's Covington from the arc, and that one's good.
Boy, they've gone on this run, and ball movement has been a big key.
It really has, Clark. The defense unable to react as quickly as necessary in terms of dealing with their passing.
Here's Dinwiddie. Morris, left side. Back to Johnson. 5 to shoot. Bullock kicks to Tolliver. Here's Dinwiddie. Another miss, and they've really hit a rough patch here. To the paint. Back to Iguodala. Here's Boone. Here's Sanders, pushing their lead to double digits. And Seattle leads by 11.
Plays like that, the hustle plays on the backboard, the second chance points that have really caused problems all day for the defense. Yeah, you can see they've gave up a lot of points here in this run, and he just wants to break the momentum before this thing gets out of hand.
And, you know, that's a huge part of a coach's job, making sure you keep your guys in the best position possible at all times. So I like this timeout.
Here's Dinwiddie. Knocks it loose. Johnson, wide open, he fires. Buries the jump shot. Johnson's got 5 points so far. To the middle, here's Iguodala. Johnson with the block. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Johnson. Here's Sanders. Oh! Pistons trail by 11. The feed to Bullock. Johnson outside. Here's Dinwiddie. Bullock dishes to Johnson. Clock at 6. Tolliver, no luck.
Not only is their lead big, but their advantage on the boards is huge, too.
They've been the aggressors, plain and simple, outworking them, fighting for every loose ball. No doubt that is within his range.
Well, I would hope so. He's a pro, and it was only a one-footer. Come on now.
Bullock kicks to Dinwiddie. Feeds it to Tolliver. Dinwiddie passes to Tolliver. Nice ball movement by Detroit. Detroit needs to get off a shot here. Johnson for 3. And it's out of bounds to the Pistons as Detroit retains possession. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D. The dish now to Covington. And there's the pass to Boone. With 4 seconds on the clock, and it's Seattle with another.
And that's going to increase the field goal percentage even more. They have a huge edge in that category.
And that's because they've been playing smart basketball. I mean, they've been very patient offensively, and their shot selection has been superb.
That'll do it for the first half. Seattle leads by 15. And now it's